Hey guys! I have no idea what the dog is barking at. So if you do hear Desi, she's barking, I think, at the next door neighbors. So we got that going on. Where can I put you guys? Should have thought this through better. Doo-dah. Happens, right? Let's see if I can put you here. So we can talk for a minute before we get into things. Okay, that kind of works. So excuse the boxes in the background. As you guys know, we are packing things up. And hey, Ramon, how are you? So we're packing things up. So I got boxes in the background. This room is atrocious, guys. You have no idea. I got stuff everywhere. This is a box of stuff I'm donating over here. So there's like little random stuff that I'm donating over there. Jewelry I made over there. Random papers and bags over there. This place is just crazy. Just kind of like me. But before I got all of my like little socks and slipper things that we're going to try on. Some of them I haven't even opened yet. We'll try them on for the first time today. It'll be fun. Mm. No, I have my feet plain at the moment. But we're gonna be trying them on soon. So I just put on a pair of leggings. I thought that'd be the best method because I can pull these off for the longer pairs. Just don't mind. I got a couple hives on my legs, guys. So this is gonna be a quick little story. It's been crazy. So I got some wine and I got a glass of water. Everything in moderation. Be amazing. So we're gonna talk a little bit and then we're going to Hi Jamie, how are you? It's been forever. God, I miss doing these live videos. I'm sorry guys, I've been meaning to do this video a long time ago. And it's just been really crazy, as you guys know. Between moving and just the holidays are coming and just insane. So I miss you all so much. I miss you all. So I'm really happy that we get to do this. So I wanted to do this like once a week. And I'm going to try, guys. I filmed a few outfits. So I know like some of you have been like, oh, there hasn't been many outfits. I know, guys. And I'm sorry. It's just been really crazy. But I do have some that I filmed. I just got to put them on the computer and download them. And then you'll be getting them soon. Like my Halloween one for work, which I believe I posted a pic of it on Instagram, like the face part anyway. But I got a few more of my work outfits I think you guys will like. So we got a lot of stuff. Plus, Christmas is coming. Christmas party's coming. I got 2 parties to go to this year. Yes, 2. So it'll be a lot of fun. So maybe we'll do a vote on that kind of thing as well. But right now, I'm going to warn you ahead of time. I'm covered in hives, guys. We're going to make this a short story for you before we get into all this stuff. So what ended up happening, I went to a wine, I don't know if you call it a festival event kind of thing. What you do is you pay to get in, they give you a wine glass, and you get to taste different wines. They give you a little bit. And you can either buy the bottles on typically discounted at these things or move on till you find one you like. So we've done this for 2 years in a row, me and my best friend and Joe. And we know we'll go with like her sister. My mom went this time. It was a lot of fun. Mom was the DD, so we could enjoy and always have a DD, guys. It's very important. So we went, and they have more than just wine at these things. They have gin and vodkas. They have food, and they have one of my favorite things: soap and like beauty products and all kinds of like pretty things. So there's a lot of soap vendors at this particular event this time. Happy Friday! So there's one table. It was the first one we found. Honestly, if I would have found them later on, I probably wouldn't have purchased from them, but it's okay. But she had some really beautiful soaps that looked like slices of cake, and they smelled amazing. And you could tell that this was like a small group. Like they were just, they're just starting kind of thing. And I, for one, am a big supporter of small businesses. If I can buy local, even if it does cost me more money, I'm going to do it. Just because I want to keep the little guys in business. Nothing wrong with the big guys either, give them some money if you want. But if I can give money to somebody in my community, I would rather do that. So they had like a deal, like 3 for whatever. I bought 3 soaps. Mom gave me a little bit of money for one of them, so we did a 3-way on the soaps. And I had 2. I picked one, and Joe picked one. So I picked a lemon poppy one, and I have a chamomile allergy. So that's where it all comes down to. Oh, that sounds awesome! Fireworks are illegal where I live, unfortunately, unless you are a professional. Um, So I bought a lemon poppy seed, and I do have a chamomile allergy. So I asked very specifically, is there chamomile in any of these? Which ones have chamomile? So I know not to purchase them. So she told me the ones that I bought had no chamomile. What I think is, I think they're so small. I think there was cross contamination somewhere, whether it was in the molds, because a lot of them had similar molds. So I had a breakout about 2 weeks ago, and I just started using only oatmeal because I thought it was the shampoo that I was using, but I think I talked to you guys about. There was a shampoo that I had bought that had chamomile in it, and I was using this bar soap at the same time. So I assumed from being in the shower and the shampoo comes down that that's what happened. Well, apparently there's chamomile in this soap as well. So I'm back to square one. I'm itchy all over. I think you can actually see some of the hives up here. Oh, sorry guys, that's disgusting. I have them pretty much all over. They're all over my legs. It's disgusting, but I bought some Aveeno bath. We're gonna be doing that later after we're done filming. So sorry guys, that's what's been going on. But so I'm gonna start with the ones that aren't open yet, and then we'll talk while we open them, and we'll show them off. Yeah. So other than that, you guys don't mind if we talk a little bit before we get into this, do you? I hope not. I know a lot of people lately have been on my case about you haven't done many outfit videos, we haven't seen any show videos, and you've been doing all these other. I get it, guys. I get it. I know you're not all here for the other videos that I do, but my channel's always been a mishmash of things, and it's my personality, and I'm all over the place as well, and it's something I like to do. I love doing the shoe videos. I love doing the fashion videos. Fashion is one of my favorite things, you guys know. But I love other things too, like vintage toys. I love crafting and stuff like that. I just joined a group, which you guys probably don't know yet. I joined a group through my church that crochets and knits. I actually do crochet. I'm not sure if I've ever talked to you guys about that previously, but I do. And I love it, but then how many hats and blankets and stuff do you need, this group, what they do is they make blankets and all kinds of different things like mittens and hats, and they donate them to people in need. They make blankets for hospice. They make blankets and stuff for the elderly and old age homes. They do it for families in need and stuff like that. So I really liked that, being able to help and give back to the community, and also doing something that I love to do, like crocheting. So I did buy some new yarn today. I'm actually going to make a blanket for a friend of mine for Christmas. Hopefully I get it done in time. Fingers crossed. And I also bought some other yarns so that I can make some hats. They're going to show me a new pattern, so I can make some hats for the holiday season for people. So I've really been enjoying that. It's a once a week thing, and I don't make it to all of the meetings that they have, but it's really been fun to get back into it because I really do love crocheting. So it's been nice, and get to meet people as well because I really don't get out that much. I work so much, and now with you guys know that moving, it's just it's been crazy, and it looks like probably not till January. That's what it's looking like. Latest will be January, maybe sooner. So I will have my last Christmas here, which is nice. It's kind of bittersweet. You guys know that this house has a lot of sentimental value to me, but it's time. I can't get into all the details right now, guys, but it's time for sure. And it stinks because I remember for the longest time looking for a place to live in a house years ago because I've planned on getting my own place for quite some time, and thinking I can't wait till the day comes where I stand in my hallway and realize that's the last moment, and then leaving wow, I can't wait for that day because there'll be a new chapter and stuff. But now that moment's coming a lot quicker than I expected. I knew the day would come. I wanted this day to come, but it's bittersweet because this time around, I know when I look down that hallway for the last time, it's truly going to be the last time, and I won't be coming back. And that's what hurts the most. I have so many memories here as a child, memories that I've made living here. So, I mean, it's rough. This room that I'm sitting in right now, this room was never really used for anything when my grandfather owned this house when he was alive and lived here. This room was kind of they had a dresser in here, and they stored things, and this was more of a storage room more than anything else. I think back in the day, before they bought it, it was a bedroom, but I don't know for sure. And I remember being a little kid sitting in the corner right behind you. I must have been maybe 4, and he came in, and I don't remember what I was tinkering with. I was tinkering with something. I was a crafty kid, so I always had like papers or some kind of craft thing that I would work on. And I can remember him coming in, looking, and he's like, "What are you doing? What are you up to?" And we went, and I think we, I think we went out for ice cream or something like that. Hello, how are you? So like memories like that are always gonna stay with me. In my kitchen, like him and I used to sit there next to the wood stove, and he had a tiny little television, and we would watch Inspector Gadget and Land of the Lost and like all those Nickelodeon shows in that particular like early 90s, late 80s kind of thing. So lots of beautiful memories here. And it's hard to walk away knowing that that's it, you know. But that happens, and you know, the memories will always be there. But it's the realization, like I knew this was gonna come, but when you finally like wow, this is real, it's crazy. Very good. How are you? So, this is awesome. Like I'm recognizing all the names that I'm seeing pop up. So like all of my favorites are coming on. So I'm so happy to see you all. So this is gonna be fun. So enough talk, right? Oh, actually, thank you. This is actually attached to my sweater. I think I bought this at TJ Maxx actually. I love this. This is one of my favorite pieces actually. It's got the matching detail there. Okay, I'll put down my wine glass now that we've had a little catch up. But yes, guys, I got some outfits picked out. Well, filmed already. I just gotta put them up. And there's gonna be more. I'm definitely trying to get into more of a schedule, which I haven't been because I've been all over the place with things and with things at work, and holidays are coming, and of course this mess. Hence the boxes behind me. I found a bunch of these. These things are awesome. They're used for they should paper in these things. These things are amazing. Love them, but they're hard to come by. But anyway, we're done talking, right? So should I leave you there? I'll move you down a little bit more. We'll figure it out. So I'm just going to show you the first pair. Some of these are men's socks. I really don't care because they'll fit. I bought these at Marshall's. They were like on super clearance or something like that for like $1.50 or something. They're made by Kenneth Cole. And what I love about them is they have the Statue of Liberty on them. I love New York City, as you guys know. I'm like Boston a little bit better, but New York City has this energy about it that I really can't describe to you unless you've been there. New York is pretty awesome. They do have really flippin' awesome pizza. I have to get a soft pretzel every time I go down, and it's like amazing. I absolutely flippin' love New York. But I have seen the Statue of Liberty, but I've never been to the Statue of Liberty. That makes sense. I don't know the name of the area. I just know it's like Ellis Island. But I've been around the area where you can actually like see her, but I've never went over to her island and like been, you know, when you go up into the Crown. I heard, I don't know, I was told that like they don't go, you could go up into her, oh Lord, I don't want to say staff, that sounds horrible. Torch. But I heard that you could actually go up into the torch at one point, but I guess she is very old and it's not safe to go up in the torch anymore. But apparently at one point you could. So that's kind of cool. My mom said when she was little, her parents went to New York and they went into the Crown. And I guess then, so she had to be the 70s, I'm thinking, 60s or 70s. 60s, had to be the 60s. It's hard to see through the Crown. Yep, they're socks. They're very long socks. It's very hard to see through the Crown. I'm just going to like take the paper off so we can try these on. What's this? Oh, one of my rocks. Okay, that's important. We're going to put that over there. But she said it was hard to see through the Crown back then because there's a lot of graffiti on it. I'm sure they've cleaned it by now. But I've never actually been in the Statue of Liberty, but I've been in close proximity of it and got to see her, which is really, really cool. There's some really cool places in New York, and New York in general, not just New York City, like the state of New York, has some pretty cool stuff. It's really interesting, like when you go like to other areas of New York, it's pretty cool. Like everybody, when they think of New York, obviously we all think of New York City, But there's other really nice areas too, like Westchester, I think, is where Sleepy Hollow is, which is a story with the headless horseman, which is pretty cool. She doesn't really remember much. She was quite little when she went, but she said it was very, very packed, and that you're walking through. The stairwells are very, very small in the statue. She's made of copper, so I would have loved to have seen the statue when she was brand new because she's green now, which is a natural patina that copper does get. So I would have loved to have seen her with her beautiful bronze copper look. That had to be amazing when she was first displayed. That had to be so cool. I think they took the patina off once for one of the anniversary, but they won't do it again because they're fearful that it'll destroy the statue. But that'd be cool. I'd love to see what that would look like. My grandfather actually came to this country from Germany through Ellis Island. My mom does. She does have some interesting stories, but I'm not talking about these socks, right? But these are by Kenneth Cole, and I bought them, like I said, because I love New York City so much. I've seen the Rockettes. That was fun. I've gone for a couple of shows. I've been to the Metropolitan Museum, which that was a lot of fun. I would love to see that again. I know they have more museums than that too. I would love to see the Museum of Natural History. There's so much in New York, so I would love to. I've been meaning to make another trip to New York. It's just been I've been so busy, and it's just like not happening. So I don't mind buying men's socks. No, he said, "Oh, please pardon the hives, guys. They're good." But anyway, I don't mind buying men's socks because, like, in the wintertime, which is here, first snowfall today. I don't know if it's going to accumulate anything, but when I came home, I'm like, what is this? What's this? There's white things in the air, and I don't like it. I don't have any plans going on right now besides the move right now. Cute. I mean, they're big, but these are good for what I'll do is when I go to work and there is snow and slush and grossness outside. Over my pantyhose, I'll put on a pair of socks and I'll put on my yucky, ugly silver boots to keep my feet from getting wet and cold. And then when I get to work, I'll take these off and put on my work shoes. What do I plan to see if I go back? Man, there's so much. I want to go and see a baseball game at Yankee Stadium. I think they have Met Stadium. Met Stadium has to be in New York, right? Yeah, I believe so. I know there's a stadium somewhere that belongs to one state, but it's in another state. I don't think it's the Mets. I think they're in New York too. I sound so stupid right now. I know. I'm sorry, guys. I know Yankee Stadium is in New York. I don't know if the Met Stadium is. I'd like to go to Yankee Stadium. I went a long time ago. It feels like a long time ago. And it was so much fun. I'd love to watch another baseball game. I don't follow the games really, but I enjoy watching them. What else would I like to do? I'd love to see another Broadway show. I would need a week in New York at least to do all the stuff I want to do. I definitely want to see the Museum of Natural History. I've seen the Empire State Building. I didn't go up into it, but I've seen it. What else? I want to see the 9/11 Museum, but I know I'm going to cry my eyes out. I know that's going to be a hard museum to go through. Like, that's pretty intense museum. I know people that have seen the museum and they say it's pretty crazy. Man, what else? There's a diner called the Starlight Diner. I went to there once, and it's like performers that sing you like show tunes. I think it's on Broadway actually. That's cool. I'd like to see the Wax Museum, Madame Tussauds. I heard that her museum in New York is like the best, so that'd be fun. Anyway, you guys want to see the socks, right? So hear me talk about museums. So please pardon the mess that you're going to see in the background because you already know the reasoning. Okie dokie. Oh man, this looks so weird. Oh, but the socks are cool and actually really comfy. This is my first Kenneth Cole sock. in their men's socks, but they look cute. Comfy. Lady Liberty. Cool. Also reminds me of Big Mouth too, because they go on a field trip to see the statue. I think the first season. But these are comfy. And perfect for winter. I'll do a little walk, but they're just sockies. Little sockies. Alright. So I guess I should just film like this since we're trying on socks, right? So these are cute. It's my first time trying these on. But yeah, I love New York. I really want to get one of those like sweatshirts. I love hoodies. Hoodies are like my favorite thing. I don't wear t-shirts, as you guys probably have picked up on over the years, that I really don't wear t-shirts. I don't know. I just don't think they do anything for you as far as like how they look. Some girls can pull off a t-shirt like nothing. But I do not. T-shirts don't do anything for me. But I want to get a hoodie that says I love New York. I think that'd be cool. I did just get, I'll have to show you. I did buy a hoodie recently. It's got the Statue of Liberty on it too. Can you see? Can you guys see a pattern here? I think I have a slight obsession with the Statue of Liberty. I don't know. Hey Mike, how you doing? Yay! All my favorites are coming on. I love this. I missed you guys so much. Okay, so we're going to try on another new pair. There's a few new pairs. Look at this, guys. Now, I bought another pair of Rocco somewhere. I don't know where they went. I bought them the same day as I bought the New York pair. And I can't find them anywhere. I got this pair at Marshall's for $1.99. And this was in the men's section. And they're so cute. Oh my goodness. I don't have any new slippers. I do need new slippers. I had to throw out a pair of slippers recently because I killed them. But look how cute. Oh my goodness. I did buy another pair when I got the New York pair, and I can't find them. Where's that little scissor I was just using to... I am not organized. I am organized typically, but tonight is not your girl's night, guys. Okay, so I'm going to just... I like... These are like in those little, like, nail kits, but I like using these for crafts a lot and for stuff like this because I don't like ripping these plastic bits through because you'll ruin your stuff. Which I have done when I was younger. Hopefully I got it all. Look at them. This will be good too for winter. They're soft too. I really wish you could feel them. They feel like they're going to be warm. Let's try them on. My skin's all ashy. Actually, they feel pretty good. It's freezing in this room. I got the heat on, but it's not doing anything. Oh my goodness. Are they not the cutest? Oh! Rocco was my favorite when I was a kid. Well, it was my favorite Nickelodeon show, I should say. I can remember like 80s shows. Like I'm the middle 80s, 90s kid. There we go. Look at them. The guy love this his personality reminds me of Desi. She's not stupid, but she's just like happy and lovey. She can be moody. You've seen her be moody before. She's a Chihuahua, so I think I expect her to be moody. Little moody. They're comfortable. This sounds weird, but I actually really enjoy doing this move with my feet. I don't know why. I don't know if it stretches out my foot or something like that. Like, you know how like ballerinas, like they go on point. I cannot go point. I cannot do on point. But I don't know, it feels good when I do that. And I can't do too much because I'll give myself a Charlie horse. I've done that too. I like these. These are nice. Cute, 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 cute. I feel like no angle that we're doing tonight is working. Because like, I don't know. Should I just keep it down like this, guys? Or should I keep it up more so you can see my face? I don't really know what to do here. Let's take this off and go to the next. I got one more new pack. We'll do. I love Rocco and Spunky. They're really cute. So, because I couldn't find that pair that I bought with the New York ones and I lost it, I bought this pair you just saw. And then I bought this. Also in the men's socks and Marshalls and TJ Maxx is like the bomb diggity. I find it's really cool. I got another pair I'm going to show you next that was also a men's sock. You're going to be like, what? This was $2.99 for 2 pairs of socks. So you have Rocco, then you got a Spunky pair. And I'm so excited. So I don't think that that's a bad price for socks. Like I said, I will wear these to the gym or underneath my boots so I can get to work. What has been your favorite been doing? What have I been doing besides work? I joined that crochet group that I told you about, which crochets like blankets and stuff for people in need, which has been nice. I've been doing a lot of packing recently, guys. Like, that's been my main focus, like, getting rid of things and downsizing. I'm going to get this out without ruining the sock. There we go. And, yeah, downsizing and things like that. Because, the place that I'm going into is a 1-bedroom apartment for now, until I can get something else. Like I said, this all kind of happened quickly, and I can't give you all the deets at the moment, but that'll happen later on. So it's been a lot of that. I've been doing a little bit of Christmas shopping recently. Normally I have more done than I do right now. Ugh, I got bad calluses too. I need to go and get a pedi. I did those baby feets, and that did a really good job. Like, I could still see a little of the grossness from that though, so I need to like clean that up. I did buy a brush to fix that. Okay, so I'm trying to get these plastic bits off. So I want to see what this pair says, because I didn't see what it said. Oh my god! It says, "Do I stink?" That is horrible. Oh my god. I can't let anybody see that. That's I mean, coming out of Rocco, it makes sense, but that's like so embarrassing. It's been going well. I've been doing a lot of donating. My brother's been listing things for me on eBay, so that's been good. I actually plan on... I posted, I think, not that long ago about possibly selling some of my shoes. Do I stink? My casts are a little thick, so this isn't going to go up all the way. Really? I can't believe it says, "Do I stink?" Who wants to wear a sock that says, "Do I stink?" I do not stink. I have an unhealthy obsession with bathing. That's my problem. I love Lush. I love bars of soap. I love being clean. I do not stink. I can't believe the sock says, "Do I stink?" I can't believe it. That's the silliest thing. But it makes sense. Rocco would say something like that. Was there an episode where he was asking if he stunk? I felt like that was more of an Angry Beavers thing. My calves are a little thick for it. They're comfy, though. Even though it says, "Do I stink?" on it. Not happy about that. I'm gonna bring my wine and water closer. But I don't have anything for it. I don't want to spill it. What could you do? I guess I could use that. Yeah, use that. Yeah, that's good. Comfy though. I like gray socks too, actually. Sippy sippy of your sip stuff. So we're gonna take off these. I'm not sure if I would have bought the... No, you know what? Because this spunky pair looks really cute. Just because they didn't say, "Do I stink?" Okay, Rocco. So, I can't. When I do wear those, I'll make sure that they're not visible. But this pair looks super cute. Look at that. Look at how cute little spunkies. Look at him. His legs up. Oh my god, this pair. Yeah. I like, out of the two, I definitely like this better. But yeah, guys, so I'm sorry that I have been MIA. It's just been busy. What have I done fun? Well, we did pumpkin carving. I'm sure you saw those pictures. Didn't really do much for Halloween the day of. I went and got dressed for work, and then came home and watched horror movies with my brother, and we had some pizza, which was a nice treat because we don't really eat out that often. Today I had sashimi. I was so happy. Haven't posted that picture yet. I should post that later. My calves are too thick, too muscly, which is good yet bad. What about my socks? No, I bought most of these. Yeah, I pretty much bought all these. He does offer to buy shoes for me. And Lush. You know I love Lush. I love these. These are so adorable. Oh, I love them. They are so cute. Now it's starting to warm up in here. I can feel the heat. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Cuteness. I love Spunky. I have one of those like dogs that you get when you're graduating, where everybody signs it, and I wrote on his little tush tag Spunky. So he's around somewhere. I still have it, although I do not talk to anybody that signed that stupid thing. But I have a hard time getting rid of it because it's in memory. I know they say like you should take pictures of stuff like that and then get rid of it. Who's gonna want a signed autographed dog from like early 2000s? Nobody wants that. I don't want it to end up in a landfill either. I don't know. But it does have sentimental value, so. Okay, so this next pair I'm going to show you, I love. And this was also in the men's section. And these are really, really comfy. Look at this. Ready? They're troll socks. I'm telling you, the men's section has got some really lit socks. Is that not the flipping cutest thing ever? Oh. And they're actually really inexpensive socks. Like, they're normally like a couple bucks. I don't normally wear them up that high. I normally wear it like that. Because I normally wear these for like the gym. It's like the traditional troll, not those stupid new trolls that they have out now. They don't even look like trolls. But you know what? Even though I hate snow, and we got snow today, it really, I've been fighting like the Christmas spirit for like a week now. Like right after Halloween, I was like in the mood for Christmas. You know what? I'm really looking forward to it. I love the memories. I love everything. I love wrapping gifts and putting up the tree and all the ornaments and the music. I really do love it. Really cute. And watching like the movies and stuff like Polar Express, and I don't know if any, hold on, a brief moment, let's pause for a second. So I don't know if any of you guys have watched this movie, but it has a very special place in my heart. Joe hates it. He thinks it's a little creepy, and I guess for its time it is, because it's very, very old. Laurel and Hardy's March of the Wooden Soldiers. Do any of you remember that movie? It's extremely old. It comes in color now, but I remember when I first saw it as a kid, it was in black and white. They didn't have the color for it yet. And I still love that movie. And I know it's more for the childhood memories I have attached to it. Like I love Bo Peep, and she married, oh, I forget, his name is Tom. I think it's Tom Thumb is who she marries in the movie. and you got Boogeyman, and yeah, Three Little Pigs. Like, the Three Little Pigs look really creepy. They didn't have the animatronics that they have today, so a lot of the things in the movie are really creepy. But and I really didn't care for Laurel and Hardy outside of this movie. Even as a child, I grew up watching like the Three Stooges, which weren't my favorite. I really loved the Little Rascals, and I loved this movie by Laurel and Hardy, and I still do. And I have to, I don't know why I think of it around Christmas time. There is a brief scene where they talk about a package and they cannot open until Christmas, but I think it's like in the middle of the summer. It's kind of like the Trojan Horse kind of thing. But I just love that movie, and I always kind of think of it as a Christmas movie. I don't know why, because I do sometimes see it in stores like Target and Walmart, like in the $5 bin or like super cheap around Christmas time. I guess Babes in Toyland, there Santa is in it, but not really a huge part. But it's a great movie. So if you let me know if you guys have seen that movie. But yeah, so that's one of my other favorite movies. I can remember the one Christmas where I got a bunch of troll dolls. Oh my god, it was like the best Christmas ever. I've got that little troll house that you saw that I did a video on, a tiny little like traveling troll house that I bought. I had that as a kid. It was that Christmas that I got it. It was amazing. All right, so the last pair, well, this isn't the last pair, but this is the last pair of men's socks I'm going to show you. Because I just think they're cute. They got little lobsters. They remind me of the Cape. And I got these from all of these socks I've shown you thus far. Wait. I think there's only one pair of socks here that may not have been from Marshalls or TJ Maxx, I'll be honest with you. But it doesn't say who made these. It doesn't really matter, but... And these don't look good with anything. These are more of a workout, one. But they're comfy. And, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Some of these men's socks are a little big on me. Like, the heel comes up to here. But that's okay. Cute. I have never been to Coney Island, no. I've never been to the Jersey Shore either. I know that that's not New York, but yeah, Jersey's right next to New York. I've always wanted to go to Coney Island, but I heard that, didn't they get destroyed a few years back? I remember a friend of mine telling me. That's right. My dad told me that. He loves hot dogs. I haven't eaten a hot dog in like 10 years. But I heard Coney Island got taken out by a bad storm. I'm sure they rebuilt it by now. But I remember a friend showing me a picture of, I guess they have a really famous TJ Maxx and Marshalls are they are the same company, and they tend to sell similar things, and they do tend to sell a lot of like socks like this and t-shirts. They do have some nice stuff. I got Joey one year a really nice Michael Kors sweater. They do have some nicer stuff, and colognes and stuff. It's hit or miss, same like with the female sections. The last one I went to had a really nice men's section, and sometimes you can find some really nice things and some nice pants, but they really have some fun t-shirts and hoodies and little socks and stuff. Joe swears by, he gets a lot of his underwear and socks there. Like, you can get Pumas and Calvin Klein, like a 4-pack for under $20. So, I mean, you can't really beat that. These are really cute. I don't normally wear them up this high when I work out. I normally wear them like this. Like I said, please pardon the hives on my legs, guys, because I'm having an allergic reaction to chamomile. And how many people do you know allergic to chamomile? It's like the most random thing to be allergic to. And I found that on my own. And then like a week or so ago, my mom goes, "Oh yeah, I'm allergic to chamomile." Like, Ma, how long did you know you were allergic to chamomile? Because that information could have been helpful a lot sooner. I figured it out the hard way. Thank God I never got into chamomile tea. I can only imagine what that would have done. My skin can't handle it. I don't want to know what my insides would do. Sorry, guys. That was a little bit of a downer moment. I apologize. I'm should we do next? I'm going to do this pair because this is technically a slipper socky. It's got the little treads. I think this is the only actual like slipper sock I have. This was given me by a friend for Christmas last year. My good friends. This had aloe in it. I don't think the aloe lasts very long in there. Hey, Jamie. These are really comfy though. I like the aloe vera ones because they make your feet feel so smooth and silky. So these are actual. They're so cute. Yeah, I really missed you guys. I really did. I love doing these live videos. And it's been a while. And I want to do another live video soon. I hope I can do it soon. I don't know when though, guys. I'll be honest with you. There's so much going on. I'm going to say it's Rudolph, but Rudolph has a red nose. Oh, you can't really see him at that angle. There we go. Oh, okay. Hurricane Sandy. That's right. I remember hearing about that. I think that took out a lot of places in New York, if I'm not mistaken. I remember that was a pretty big deal. I think they're so cute. These ones are really soft. I mean, they're slippers, so I guess they're supposed to be. They feel really nice. I wish they still had the aloe. When you put on a pair of like these slipper socks that have the aloe infusion in them for like the first time, oh, I can't really describe it. It's like one of the best feelings in the world. But the aloe never lasts long. Maybe one wash if you're lucky. Maybe two. I don't know. I'm pretty crazy when it comes to washing clothes, though. I know some people will just like continue to wear their slippers and not wash them. That's kind of gross. I don't know which ones to do next. We're just gonna grab. So this pair I wear the rest of these are pretty much gym socks, and they're all female socks. So, not that it really matters if they're male or female, but this one has little penguins on it. This came in a 3-pack. I mean, they're cute. I got nothing against penguins, but if they were by themselves, I probably wouldn't have bought them. Why? Have you noticed that this is like McDonald's colored? Like red and yellow. In advertising, you'll see like a lot of fast food chains use red and yellow because supposedly the colors make you hungry. Like certain colors make you feel different things, but that color combination apparently makes you hungry. And I like red because it's a power color. Because a lot of people are afraid to wear, a lot of girls I know are afraid to wear red dresses. And that's why they're my go-to. I remember like when I was younger, I shied away from it. I'm like, why are you shying away from it? So whenever I would shy away from something, I would force myself to do it. If that makes sense. Like within reason, obviously. Like certain things you don't do. Like you're not supposed to. But yeah, that's kind of how I've always been. Like something scares me if I'm not sure of something. I go out of my way to figure it out. The deer, I guess he's wearing a candy cane. I'm not entirely sure, but that would make sense. I like this pair too. These are comfy. They're made by Kenzie. Pretty sure the rest of these are made by Kenzie. I've had these for a while. Comfy. Oh, my legs. I'm trying so hard not to itch them. Oh, we'll make it work. So I ordered the new Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson palette, and I gotta wait until Tuesday because Monday's Veterans Day and the post office is closed. I was like, oh, I can't wait. And my friend ordered hers like later, like hours later, and she got hers. Like, it's not fair. It looks amazing, and I'm so happy for the two of them. I'm so excited. So the next pair These are also, a lot of these are Kenzies, I think, except for like 2 of them. Because they came in a pack. This is a fox. Oh, they're about dead too. I just realized there's a hole in this pair. I probably got one more wear out of this bad boy. Like I said, I've had them for a few years now. But they're cute. That's the reason why I bought them, is because there were foxes in there. Like I said, I really don't care about the penguins. I mean, I care about the penguins, but you know what I mean. Yeah, these don't have much life left in them, and they're like starting to get dingy from all the wear. I mean, they were one of my favorites for obvious reasons. It's a sock with a fox, fox and socks. But they probably got only one more wear. I don't think they're gonna last much longer. Likes it. Likes it. Boop. Let's go through the Kenzies first. I'll do this one. It says pandas. And this reminds me of my brother, when he was younger, was into skateboards. And I don't know if it's a company or if it's just a picture or whatever, but there was one that he liked called Panda Poo. And that's what this one reminds me of, is the panda from Panda Poo. Little panda. These are pretty worn out looking too. But again, they came in packs that had foxes in them. This is also a Kenzie. And I really don't care about... I mean, pandas are cute, but I wanted the fox socks. These were just a bonus, really. Because the socks, I gotta say, are really reasonably priced at TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Kind of like the black toe, though. I like the way that looks. Cute. I think they're cute. Oh, see you later, Jamie. Have fun. I like fireworks. I like the black tip in the back. I think they look really cute. I gotta redo my nails. It's all chipped from Halloween. Okay, so we'll do this pair next. These are like really getting worn out, these Kenzie pairs. I've had them for a few years now. I mean, for how old they are, they don't look bad. So this is the little... This is like the baby fox. I'm really looking forward to watching the Home Alone movies. 1 and 2 only. Anything after that doesn't exist. And I like National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. The original Grinch. I love that cartoon. I could watch that on repeat. Or the one with the leprechauns. I think it's called... Oh, the Irish Christmas? I don't know. It's got the same style as Rudolph. Christmas in, kind of know what I mean? It's really cute. It's not that popular, as far as like a Christmas movie goes, but it was one of my favorites. It talks about this young boy sailor who goes onto an island to get a Christmas tree for the ship because it's Christmas time and they didn't bring a Christmas tree with them. So when he goes and he gets this tree in Ireland, he lets out a banshee, and there's a whole story behind it. But there's leprechauns there. And it's really cute, and I really like it. I really do like a ballerina. No, that didn't work out so well. So cute. You're comfy. I've worn these a bunch of times. Whoop. So I hope you guys have all been doing well. It's been a long time. Longer than I'd like to admit. But it's been a stressful year, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's been pretty stressful. But we've made it work. What can you do, right? I mean, you gotta make it work. This is the last of the Kensing pairs. But I need to thank you guys for your patience and for your support and the love and the beautiful gifts you send me from Amazon. Like, you guys have been such a support system. I mean, not just this year, throughout the years. And it means so much to me. I know quite a few of you have been following my channel for quite some time now, and it means so much to me. It really does. And I love you guys so, so much. And thank you for your patience with me this year, because I know it's been a rough year. Yes, you know, I love my foxes. Look how cute. I wanted to do a fox collection video, but I have so many foxes, it's borderline disgusting. But, you know, I love the foxes. My last name is Vixena. A vixen is a female fox. Love these. But, yeah, I really appreciate you guys, and I love you guys, and I made so many great friends through YouTube. And like I said, this has been a really rough year. It's been a pretty tough one. And like I said, I wanted to do Patreon, which I'm still going to do, but I had it planned way back in the spring. And then stuff just happened, and it never happened. But I did get a new computer that I'm still like, I have to take care of some things off my old one tonight, and then I will be switching into the new computer. And I think that'll help me as far as Patreon goes. And I have some video ideas as far as that, that will push the envelope a little bit more than what I can do on here. But, it's definitely coming, guys. It's just been, like I said, it's been a crazy year. Like, I didn't expect to be moving this year. That was not in the cards. There's a lot of things that happened this year as far as my health and, like, even personal things with friends and family that I did not anticipate. But it happens. And life goes forward, and it's how we handle these things that's important. And, you know, it is what it is. And your support throughout all of this has been, it means a lot. It really does. I've told you guys previously, like, Joe was, had gotten laid off, and it took him a while to find work. I've had other family members that lost jobs this year, and I live in an area where finding work is not easy. It's a very rural area. Oh, absolutely. And, it's been crazy. I've had problems with health. As you guys know, earlier this year, I was sick for so long, and it was getting pretty bad for a while there. I have my best friend has been sick. It's just been insane. But, like, coming on here and reading your guys' comments, and I've been getting better at trying to comment back, but it means so much. And then, like, finding, like, going to get the mail and having packages from you guys has been really awesome too. I plan on doing a P.O. box probably next year. I got an application. You have to apply for a P.O. box. How weird is that? I thought that was a weird concept, but okay. And doing something like that, because a few of you have requested that. But yeah, like, I look at the shoes that I have, and I'm like, oh yeah, so-and-so gave me this pair, and I got this pair from this subscriber. Like, you guys mean a lot to me, and I really appreciate that. And I want to say thank you. This one I wear a lot too. Actually, it's surprising that they're not dingy. We have hard water here, so whites don't stay white very often. But considering how old they are, they've held up really well. I'm really impressed. Thank you. Let's see if we can do that again. My legs are too thick to be a ballerina. I wanted to be a ballerina as a kid. I think every little girl does. I ended up doing jazz dancing for a while. A little bit of swing. More jazz than swing, though. I think it was... I like swing, but I can never find like a dancing partner that knew how to. So, okay, so we got 2 more pairs, guys. I think we can just didn't talk if you want. Look at this. My mom gave me these for Christmas last year. Aren't they cute? And their tails are actually fuzzy. I don't know if you can see. Look. Oh my god. They remind me of Desi. I don't know if I like foxes because they look like chihuahuas, or if I like chihuahuas because they look like foxes. I don't know. But look how cute. Oh. Look, it's a sleepy Desi. Oh, I love them. My mom bought me these. Yeah, I gotta say, despite all the bad stuff that happened this year, I'm so lucky at the same breath, like between you guys. And I got some really amazing friends. Like my best friend is awesome. Family. My little Desi. I'm very, very blessed. So, like, I know that there's people out there that got it a lot worse than I do, and I feel bad. Like, I know I had a rough year, but there's always somebody out there worse than you, and then I feel bad, like, man, like, yeah, I had it bad, but, you know, it makes you think, and that's why, even without moving, I'm always donating, whether it's canned goods, or clothes, or whatever. I always try. I did pick up some more pantyhose, actually, not too long ago. I haven't hauled them with you guys yet, I don't think. No, I did. Did I or didn't I? I don't even remember. That's how bad my mind is lately. I did get some new ones that I purchased that are really cool. They're like skin tone ones. Like there's copper and there's some brown ones and some really light beige ones. Some really fun ones. So, yeah, we'll have to do something like that. Probably more for Patreon because to try on... No, we've done try-ons on this channel too. If I do that, I gotta do it soon before the move because I'm not sure how my setup's gonna be. We'll see. We'll figure it out, guys. Oof, my back hurts. These are cute. Yeah, you're cute. These are cute little foxes. I love them. There's a little foxy on the bottom. Oh yeah, there's foxes on the bottom. Cuteness. I like the way that feels. I don't know why. I'm weird. I am a weirdo. I like to think it's one of my better traits. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder how people even put up with me because I don't want to say I'm crazy. A little off the wall, maybe. Like when I think of crazy, I think of really out of control, nutty people. I don't want to name names, but there's some pretty crazy people. Like here on YouTube, in the news, there's some pretty crazy people. Okay, guys. I got these from FYE. And I know I hold it to you when I got it, but look, okay. It says 0 Fox given. I thought that was hysterical. It came with a plastic wine glass, which was like all sorts of like kiltered. Yes, I love foxes. That's the main reason why I buy socks, I think, is the foxes. Or Rocco. There's a lot of Roccos. And then the New York one because I like New York. I love New York. Look at that. It looks more like a men's sock than the actual men's socks. Go figure. These are comfy, though. These are like a dress sock. Like, if you put them up high enough, you can't see the fox. I like these a lot. They're really comfy. Love them. Love them. Alright, well, that's all the socks. So I can bring you up so we can actually see my face. Okay. I gotta wait for my socks together. Like, I'm sure everybody does this. so you don't lose your socks. Although I know some people who don't do it. I don't know how. Like, that would drive me mad, not being able to find, like, my matching socks. Especially when your socks, like... I mean, it's one thing if none of your socks... Oh, yeah. I think that once I'm moved, the videos will be more frequent. I'm trying to, like, stabilize you. We're good. After I moved and settled in, it's definitely going to be a lot easier. Moving has definitely taken up a lot of my time recently, as far as downsizing and getting rid of things and all sorts of crazy stuff, guys. So it's definitely taken up a lot of my life recently, which really stinks. I'm not going to lie to you about that. Hence the boxes behind me. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing more videos, and I think I kind of know the layout of the place that I'm going into. I have an idea where I'm going to film with you guys. Because it is small, but it's it'll be like my humble beginnings again, like my first apartment. So it's kind of gonna be fun too. But yeah, so I do have an idea we're gonna film. I want to definitely do more regular filming. Eventually, once we're settled in, I want to do these live videos at least once a week. I know a lot of you have requested the couch videos as well, and I wanted to do it last week, but man, was I busy. I don't even remember everything that happened. Like, I did not have time to film because I did plan on doing that. And I'm thinking about doing that live as well at some point. Because I know a lot of you really like just talking to me. Well, I mean, those I filmed not live, but I know a lot of you really, really loved those videos. And it's been something I've wanted to do since I did those ones. I think I only did like 2 or 3 of them. But I definitely want to do that again. And yeah, there will definitely be more regular videos. For sure. So that is definitely going to happen. Like I said, I want to, because I am going to be here probably till the end of the year. I do want to try to do these live ones more frequently. I want to do at least once a week. But sometimes my schedule, like I said, it's crazy. It all depends. So we will see how that goes. But I have started filming more of my outfit videos. Because again, I have the intent on doing it. And then I come home and then I got a million things to do. And then it's like midnight. And I'm like, okay, a little late for that, Michelle. But thank you guys for, seriously, for always, your support means so, so much. And for, you know, being there, even though, like, maybe one week I didn't put out any outfit videos. Maybe it's been 2 weeks. Maybe even longer at some points, because there has been some crazy times. But can you see me? Okay, you still there? Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I'll have to take care of that in a minute. But yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys for all your support and stuff. A lot of people really love those, and I've been wanting to do it, but it's just I want to do one within the next week or so, and I want to do it live so that I know like the previous ones we haven't done live, but I think that would be a lot of fun. I just gotta figure out how to do it because like where the angle of the camera is, as opposed to like to read your comments, it would be difficult. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do that. Haven't figured that quite out yet, but it'll be okay. But yeah, so I definitely want to do that again. And I'm thinking about doing the vote for my outfit for the Christmas party video again. Because that was fun too. And I got 2 parties? Question mark. Like, there's 2 that I'm invited to. I'm not sure I'm going to both because they're like one right behind the other. So I don't know about that. But and like I was thinking about buying some new stuff, but like I bought a dress last year and I never wore it. I'm like, that's such a waste. So I may wear that dress, but the problem is it's got slits. Like legs for days slits. So I don't know if I can wear that to my job. Which kind of stinks. Kind of stinks. I don't know. I'll figure that out though. But there's a couple dresses. That like that one blue outfit that I wore for Joey's confirmation. I love that dress, and I think that would look really, really cute for a holiday outfit with a nice hot pair of shoes. I have a jumpsuit that I haven't worn yet, but I just bought a little capelet, and I think that would look muy very, oh, very good. So I got a few outfits that I already own. Although I do need to update some of the clothing, like some of my shit. Oh. I don't normally occur. Sorry, guys. Some of my stuff is very worn out, so I need to replace that. I can't believe I did that. Sorry, guys. No disrespect meant at all. Nice going, girl. But yeah, guys. So there will be more videos, especially after I move. I actually requested a special chair for my filming for Christmas. I'm also looking at backdrops. Yes, I've actually filmed two. They had to come up yet. But yeah, I definitely, what I wanted to do was at least 2 outfits of the days a week, which is what I kind of had before everything went crazy. And I'm getting back into filming that actually even now. But once we're settled in, that's definitely going to happen. I'm just thinking about like all the stuff I still have to do. It's insane, guys. It really is, and it is what it is. But yeah, that definitely more outfits of the day will be coming for sure. And now I got a voicemail from. I'm going to deal with that in a minute. Let's see here. All right, sorry guys, I didn't mean to like put my finger in your face, but it says a voicemail from mom. Okay, I'll do that in a minute. She don't normally call me on a Friday though, so we'll wrap this up in a few minutes, and then I'll see what's going on because that doesn't. Well, I I know she's man. I'm trying to find the words. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. Um, we had a family member die within less than a week. Now I don't. I've met this person once, maybe twice, when I was very very young, and it's my mom's aunt, and she lived in Germany, and I met her very very briefly last year, extremely brief, and she passed away less than a week, and it hit my mom hard because they were really really close, and she probably wants to talk something about that. So it's upsetting, and I feel bad that I didn't get to know her the way my mom did. Um, yeah, it's pretty it's sad because she was supposedly a very sweet woman. From my very very brief encounter with her, she was very sweet, and it's sad. But she's in a better place now, and that's what's important. Um, she was she wasn't that old, but she was in her 70s. But to me, that's not old. Like you can easily live into your 80s or 90s. So I feel that maybe she had more life left to live, but nothing's guaranteed in this life. So um, yeah, and I feel I don't want to say sad because I don't really know this woman. I like I said met her maybe twice in my life, and the one time I can't even remember to tell you the truth because I was so young. But my mom talked to her very regularly on the phone, and it just stinks, because there's nothing I can say to make it feel better except I'm sorry, and I always feel that way when there's been deaths, even within my own family or with others. There's nothing you can say to make the pain go away. So it's it's hard. Like I never like when people say, "Oh, I know how you feel." And you really don't. You may have experienced something differently, but everybody's reaction towards things are different. So it's just hard. So I just I don't say my condolences, and you know I'll try to like make something like food wise so they at least have a meal or something. Because when you say to somebody who's grieving, "Let me know if you need anything or if you need me," 9 times out of 10 they're not going to do that. At least in my experience. And I feel like in today's world, and I'm not sure, maybe it was like this years ago too, like when I lost my grandfather, before I started YouTube, um, like the youth bereavement will say 3 days, 4 days, something like that. And I feel like society wants you to be over it within that time frame. Whereas, there's days where I feel like I'm still grieving. It doesn't really go away when you lose somebody you love. So it's not easy. Whether you're the one that's lost or you know somebody who's lost. And I try to be understanding of that when I know people who have. It's very hard. I have and I did. My brother had called me. That is why I couldn't film last weekend. It was last weekend. Well, was it last week? How did it be last? Wow, it's been a week. Wow, time is flying. She passed Friday, and my brother called me and told me, and I hung out with my mom the next day, and she was very upset, very very upset. Um, so I took her out to try to get her mind off things. It's not easy, and it's not like we can really like up and go to Germany to, you know, see her. I don't even think my mom has a passport. To be honest with you, I don't think she does because I remember her saying, "Oh, I need to get a passport," and I don't think she has it yet. So and it takes time to get your passport. I got mine for when I went to Bermuda, and it took me about 6 weeks to get mine. And my friend who got married 2 years ago, 3 years ago, yeah, 2 years ago now. Yes, 2 years. It took them. No, it's longer than that for sure. Wow, I am so bad with time because it was right before the big elections, and it took her husband or husband to be at the time months, like 6 months to get his passport. And I think it was because of the elections, because it was around that time that, we already know what happened, right? So she was like, you make sure that, because I told her I was going on this cruise, she's like, make sure if you don't have your passport yet, that you do it because it took them forever. And I got it within 6 weeks. But for Bermuda, all you need is your birth certificate, or if your driver's license is federal. Like, I know now they're doing like that new thing with licenses, but I guess not all driver's licenses were federal. And I will be honest, I didn't know if mine was. So I was like, you know what, passport, you can travel wherever you want to go, so get the passport. That's what I did. So I don't even think my mother has hers as of yet. But I went out today and I had to pick up my oatmeal soap because I'm trying hard not to itch, but I'm like losing my mind. And I bought her a couple little things, like as little pick-me-ups. And I got the dogs their Christmas presents, my mom's dog and my dog. So, but yeah, she's probably calling to say we want to hang out this weekend because it's a long, well, I have a 3-day weekend. I don't know if she does in her field, but yeah. I talk to her about YouTube sometimes too. She's very shy though when it comes to cameras. Oh my gosh, all the time. All the time. The one neighbor who annoys me more than you'll ever know. They're quiet, but they're very weird. And there was a time like they were feeding like the wildlife, and I've told you like I ran into skunks, and I said I swear if I get skunked one night coming home because these people are feeding the skunks, I'm going into their house and I'm rubbing my dirty skunky body all over their flipping carpet because I'm not dealing with that. But they're very very odd people to begin with. I can't even describe them to you. Like I can't. Um, but they're window watchers. Like when I come home and I go to my house, like they're peering through the window, and I hate that. Like mind your business, seriously. They love doing that, and so when I come out with my camera, it's no different. I've had them like photobomb. I've actually had to restart completely because they legit completely destroyed the footage. Very annoying, extremely annoying. The other ones, because the building that I'm next to has four um, different people living in it. The one, he's very laid back. He's kind of like, California surfer dude, chill kind of guy. He's really nice. Um, and like, he just goes with the flow. He's like, to each his own. The other one, the other two, not, they don't really care. They're like, they look and like, oh, okay, and they keep going. It's the peepers, little peeping toms that are annoying. And if I had $1 for every weird look I got from those people, I'd have more money than the Rockefellers. Like, seriously. Yeah, all the time. I think there's been some videos. I think there is actually one of my outfit videos where you can see one of the neighbors like walking in the background. I'm like, seriously, dude. Seriously, dude. And I didn't pick up on it until after I had like posted it. I wasn't paying attention to the background. I was only paying attention to, like, okay, it looks good, blah, 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 boop. Then I realized, I'm like, wait a minute. Like, there's been footage where I completely had to get rid of because they completely, like, destroyed it. It's like, really? Can you? You see me doing something. I already know you think I'm crazy. Let the crazy girl talk to her camera. You know what I mean? I think sometimes they do it on purpose. Um, I don't know, to be honest with you. We did have a falling out. Um, I don't know if I could really call it a falling out, really, or more of a disagreement. They wanted help with something around the holidays. It was a couple of years ago now, and it's it has something to do with my area of expertise and what I do for my job. So they thought they knew better, and I told Joe, I was like, Joe, this is how it's got to go, or it's not going to work. And they didn't want to listen. They made a big ordeal out of it. And of course, in the end, who was right? The person who does it for a living. Wow, what a shock on that. I only get paid to do it. And it caused a pretty. It didn't cause a fight between me and Joe, but it definitely put a bad taste in our mouths with them. And they kind of like just shunned us. I was like, dude, we were helping you guys. And this is how you act. That happens quite often. That was I had filmed right before, and their car they literally like beat me out of the way because they wanted to like come and bother me because they had to go somewhere, which neither one of them work. If you see somebody's outside doing something, why don't you wait till they go back inside? Okay. And so when they left, I was like, all right, they're typically not gone long, which is weird to me because the closest supermarket to where I live is about a 10-minute drive. So, I don't get it. I don't know what they're doing. Probably looking for squirrels. But anyway, yeah, so like I have to time it like, okay, I gotta hurry up. Or like I'll see them peeping through the windows. So they may be like they've done that to me quite a few times where I couldn't actually use the footage on YouTube because it was just them like bugging. I was like, really? Really? Come on now. Maybe once my brother bombed me, but that wasn't a huge deal. Anthony, my brother, also has a YouTube channel. He doesn't make videos anymore, but his channel is still up. He's a firearm. I don't want to say the word enthusiast because that's not what the videos really were. Um, I really don't know how to describe it, to be honest with you. But he his channel's still up. I think you've heard me talk about it previously, called Fox and Noodle. So if you're into firearms, check out his videos. You comment, hey, I watch your sister. She says hi. But if you're not into that stuff, obviously, those types of videos aren't everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody's into those kinds of things or hunting and stuff like that. So, but yeah. So he understands like when he sees me filming, he's like, oh, she's making a video. He knows I do live videos like this too. So he's like, come to the house and like, just say hi. And he's like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. He's more understanding over over the YouTube because he's done it himself. He's been really busy, which is one of the main reasons why he hasn't made videos recently. The other reason was like when the whole YouTube, they called it that huge thing when people were like losing subscribers and being demonetized and stuff like that. He was affected really a lot more. I was affected by it too, but he, because of the type of channel he had, he was affected a lot. So that's one of the reasons why he stopped. But I'm trying to get him back into YouTube. He's been in a few of my videos on here as well. If you looked at the Bean Boozled challenge that we did a few years ago, and the Harry Potter beans, ugh, both were really gross. Although I want to see if I can find those zombie Skittles. I probably won't be able to because it's after Halloween. but that looks like it might be fun. And Anthony likes doing those weird videos with me, so I think that'd be fun. Me and my brother have a really good relationship. I mean, I think, well, not all siblings have good relationships with one another, but we have a pretty chill relationship, which is good. But, what else can we talk about? Well, like I said, I mean, you can see I'm moving. I am thinking about selling some of the shoes probably on eBay. I mean, I was thinking, one of you has suggested to do an Instagram page where selling those, like my shoes and stuff like that. And I would like to, I make jewelry too, as you guys know. I don't know if, maybe not so much. But I make jewelry as well, and I wanted to sell that on there as well. Here's a bag of jewelry that I made. Like, everything's like in bags or boxes. My life. Oh wow, it's heavy. So there's a lot of jewelry in there that your girl has made. My back's up hurt. But yeah, I make jewelry. I'm an artist. I went to art school. I dabble in a little bit of everything. So I was thinking about selling my jewelry on there again. This is a really cool piece. So I want to do like my jewelry, shoes. Some of you have requested like socks and hosiery. I don't know like how I could do that. I don't know. But definitely shoes, and I was thinking my jewelry would be up there. I have a few pairs that I plan on that I definitely think I will be selling. I can show you them briefly, but I'm not sure yet, guys. I really am not. So I'm on the fence. This pair is on the fence. This may be one of them. I haven't decided yet because I have a lot of silver, and they are starting to wear slightly. So this might be one of them. I have a few in this box too. I'll show you. My bongos, because I don't wear these that often anymore. They're pretty worn. My Juicy Couture flats, which are really worn. Like if you look at the inside, like they're like falling apart. These may be on the chopping block, and these are falling apart too. So these are probably, they light up still. So I don't know. Definitely let me know your thoughts. Ooh, glitter all over the place. Getting the backs of these. Pretty worn out. So those two flats, this platform is a definite that I would more than likely sell. This silver pair, I'm on the fence with. I like it, but I have so many silver shoes. You guys have got me some beautiful shoes. So like pairs like this that I'm probably not going to wear again, and there is some damage because of what I did to them. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see about this. And I have to go through the rest for sure before deciding. But so that's on the agenda, guys. So I plan on going through the rest of them and maybe going on eBay. So if you guys are interested, when that time comes, which if I have anybody who's interested in buying the shoes, they will be up probably within the next couple of days. I will list them, and I will just list them underneath Michelle Vixina so that they're easy to find. So that's where we are with that. I wish I brought a pillow in here to sit on. But yeah, guys, so it's been crazy. I feel like I'm running out of stuff to talk about. And I look like, oh gosh, look at that. I need to get my hair redone. And I'm on the fence with that too. If I want to get my hair cut or not. Like I was looking at old pictures of me with the short hair. This video? Oh yeah, it's when we're finished here, it's just going to be right up. Oh, thank you, Daniel. I've actually been making jewelry for over 10 years. I actually did one time, you know my love for New York, you know my love for Woodstock. I actually used to sell my jewelry in Woodstock during the summertime when I was a college student. You guys know I'm a art major. I went to school for art education actually. And Woodstock is such an amazing town. Now I know like when people think Woodstock, they obviously think the concert, which actually didn't take place in Woodstock. It was supposed to. I think it took place in a. I'm trying to remember because my boss actually went to the most recent Woodstock concert and brought back a keychain. Because she loved him. Ringo Starr was there this time, and she loves him, so she made a huge trip to go and see him. What did she call it? Bethlehem or Bethel Ridge? It's Bethel something. Bethel Cliff. It's Bethel something is where the first Woodstock took place. It was supposed to take place in Woodstock, New York, but it took place Bethel. I can't. It's Bethel something. Oh, thank you so much. Believe it or not, I used to be a customer service rep. I used to answer phones, and I used to get complimented on my voice a lot. I never noticed that though. Like even now, I don't get it. Hello. How are you? I've never been to Florida either though. That would be a nice place to visit. But I think it's Bethel something where the original Woodstock took place. Um, but I used to actually sell jewelry during the summers because I loved. I mean, I love New York. You guys know that. I love New York City, and I fell in love with the town of Woodstock. It's very, very expensive. I looked at real estate there, and you're looking at $1 million homes easy for tiny little homes, cute little houses. But your girl does not have $1 million, unfortunately. Um, but during the summers when I was a college student, I really didn't have any responsibilities at this point, and I fell in love with this town. That was my reason to be there. So I would sell jewelry there during the summer, and I didn't do bad. It was a lot of fun. I learned a lot. I did that for 2 summers. I learned a lot do, spending my time there, and it was just such an amazing town. I'm upset that I didn't get to go back during. I wanted to go back one more time during the summer because they have this really, really great flea market that they do during the weekends. And there's this silversmith um, that makes these gorgeous necklaces, and he makes these mermaids. And I wanted to buy one of his pieces, and I didn't get a chance to this year. Um, so that's a little sad. I ended up going to Lake George, New York instead, which is another. I'm telling you guys, if you ever get a chance to check out that state, you need to, because there's so many really awesome places there. Really, they're amazing. I've been to Lake George, New York, which is really cool. I've been to Woodstock, New York. Um, obviously New York City. Where else? I've been to other places over there too. I can't remember. Wow. Saratoga. I've been to Saratoga. I can't remember. I think some of my water. Aw, thank you. I'm trying to think of other areas I've been to. New York State's pretty big. It's been on my to-do list. I've always wanted to, like, I was planning a trip to Disneyland once because they have this, like, Little Mermaid hotel, which I thought was cool. And I was looking at the rooms to book, and the rooms weren't that expensive. I'm like, oh, wow, I could totally swing that. And I assumed because the hotels were in the park, it included entry into the park, and it didn't. So, like, it was super expensive. I mean, I don't know how people do it with families going to Disneyland. It's kind of like expensive. But I really was I had a friend that moved to Florida. Did my best friend go there? I know they have like an alligator not a museum, but like a park. What else? There's things of interest that I would definitely like to check out. Plus I love the beaches. I heard that the seashells on the beaches in Florida are awesome. Oh no, my friend went to the Carolinas and said that that was a lot of fun. Um, a lot of people that I know have moved to the Carolinas. So, but I feel like they get hit with a lot of storms. Any of you guys from the Carolinas? Oh, Cocoa Beach. That sounds actually really pretty. I mean, any beach. I love a beach anyway. Um, yeah, I feel like the Carolinas are always getting hit with hurricanes. Florida gets hit with a lot of storms too. Oh, you grew up in Charlotte. I got a lot of friends that have moved to the Carolinas, and they say there's a lot of New Yorkers there. There's this my one friend. I forget the name of the area, but he's like, it's all New York. Like you can hear like the New York in their voices. Like really? Like yeah, just like being New York City. Which is funny, like how they. I don't know. I just find it funny how New Yorkers talk. But it's like similar. It's not similar. I feel like how city New Yorkers talk and how Boston. Are, not to offend anybody. It's similar, very similar. I know that Boston. I think Boston pronounces coffee, and I'm guilty. I pronounce coffee sometimes the way New Yorkers do it, like coffee. My dad used to work and spend a lot of time in New York, so he calls soda, and I gotta catch myself because he does it. I've caught myself saying soda. I'm like, oh, where did that come from? Like, I don't even like the way it sounds coming out of my mouth. It's like, oh, let's go buy a soda. What the? I don't know. There's no R in soda. I don't know. But depending on even where you live, people call soda different things. They call it pop. What else do they call it? I've heard other terminology for soda. Fizzy drink? I think I've heard that. Warsh, yeah, that's another one. Yes. Yeah, he likes to add R's to things. I'm trying to think. They like to elongate vowels as well. I feel like both Boston and New York elongate their vowels a little bit. I don't know, just my observation. Here's some water. Man, that's still ice cold. I kind of like water to be at room temperature throughout the day. I mean, it's better to drink cold water from what I've heard. It's supposed to help boost your metabolism. I don't know how true that is. But that is still freezing cold. Not liking that. I'm just looking at this room and how much more work has to get done. I gotta get like more plastic bins for. I have some of my Barbies that I'm keeping here. I've sold a few of my porcelain dolls, which I'm not gonna lie, that was a little hard. I have a few more that need to go though. I've decided on which ones I'm gonna keep. I've selected 3 of them because I love porcelain. When I was in college, I liked working with porcelain. It's very hard to work with. It's very wet, and it takes a lot of practice to work with. And that's why I appreciate it, because to get them to make the faces look the way they do, it takes a lot of work to get porcelain to be able to do that. So I really appreciate that, and I know that you see less and less porcelain dolls. And when you do see them, sometimes they're a little creepy looking. And I agree, even the older porcelain dolls are a little creepy. But I do have some beautiful ones. And I used to buy them from Paradise Galleries online. But now all they sell are vinyl dolls. I do not want a plastic doll. And they're all baby dolls from what I checked them recently, and I'm pretty sure that it's all baby dolls, which I really never, even as a child, I never really liked baby dolls. I was all about the fashion dolls. When I posted the dolls online, everybody asked me if they were haunted. It's like, not that I'm aware of. I don't know. But the 3 that I'm keeping, one is a 2-foot tall. She's a small child. She looks like she's 5, so I guess she would be considered creepy. She's very Victorian looking, so I guess to some she would look creepy, but I think she's beautiful. One, her name is Rosaline. Rosaline has a very weepy, very good, how are you? Rosaline is very weepy, very Juliet looking. She's blonde, like yours truly, and she's got this gorgeous red dress on, and I love her to pieces. And the last one is Carmen. And Carmen's a full body porcelain doll, and she looks like a I'll have to show you these dolls eventually when this room isn't the atrocious mess that she's in. Carmen looks like she's from Carnival. She's got this very elaborate costume with peacock feathers, and she's absolutely gorgeous. And she's a full body porcelain. The other two, I do not believe are no. Rosaline is not full body, and I forget the name of the other doll. She came with a name. I don't remember her given name. Is it Becky? It might be Becky. I don't remember her name. But neither of those two are full porcelain, whereas Carmen is, and I love that about her. She's absolutely gorgeous. She's about 2 feet tall too. She's huge, but absolutely beautiful. I'll have to show you them one day. But I have gotten rid of quite a few. I got rid of two, and there's a few more that are going to go. I have one of them in a box over here that's going to go, which is sad because like porcelain, they really don't work with that much anymore. It's harder to find, but I do not need 5 million porcelain dolls either. A lot of the stuff that I've collected that I'm getting rid of are a lot of my fantasy collection, but the problem is when I started collecting my dragons and my unicorns and stuff like that, this was during a time we're talking like, and I hate to admit it, I was 15, and it's almost 20 years ago now. And back then, these fantasy things weren't as popular as they are now. Like, there's mermaid and unicorn stuff everywhere. When I was collecting these things, fantasy was very hard to find. And so, like, I still have my Winstone editions. I love those. I'm not parting with those. I just got to figure out where I'm going to store them. That's going to be the problem. But, well, I might get rid of one because it's got chips. It's pretty, it's seen better days. Anyway, when I first started collecting, fantasy wasn't a huge thing back then. So when I could find fantasy, like unicorns and stuff like that, I would buy them because they were hard to find, and I love that. I love the idea of surrounding myself with these fantasy creatures because growing up was hard, and I liked the idea of being surrounded by fantasy. Like, this was like my own little world, so to speak. So I really loved that, and my collection is quite extensive, as you've seen some of the pieces before. But now it's like, okay, well, you're moving and you're hoping on getting your own place soon. So how much of this do you really want? My heart is the sea, and I have lots of ocean things, as you guys know. And I kind of want my house to reflect more of that. So I was like, as much as I love my fantasy, I don't need all of it. You know, I don't need all these unicorns. I don't need all of these fantasy things anymore. So I've been slowly getting rid of the ones that I'm not attached to. And I've been doing good. I've started selling some of my. I have an extensive leather jacket collection that I actually have on eBay right now. I've kept some of them because I do love them, but how many leather jackets does one need too? So it's just like narrowing it down, downsizing. And I mean, later on down the road, I have my house. That can change. I don't know. Maybe we'll have a walk-in closet. That'd be nice. A vault like Jeffree Star. That would be nice. I mean, like, even look at the wine glass I'm holding. I got this at the Dollar Tree. It says Beamer Amazing. So you can even find, like, fantasy stuff in the dollar store these days. Back then, you couldn't. It was very difficult and hard to find them. And like I said, when I did, I pretty much bought them. Yeah, that's a problem. But it's what I like. It's what I loved. And I pretty much had 2 jobs my entire life. I can't think of a time where I don't work 2 jobs. And by that, it used to be like 2 physical jobs. Now it's, you know, my physical day job, and then what I do online, like whether it's eBay, which really my brother helps out more with that than anything. Like, I'll take the pictures and stuff like that, and he takes care of the rest, which is awesome. Mostly eBay. I do Listia still, so it's fun. And of course, you know, I've made time for you guys, but it's been interesting. It's been interesting, and just like, when you look at my furniture, a lot of the pieces are too big for this little apartment. I don't even know my bedroom set's gonna fit, so I'm trying to figure that part out. Like, where is everything gonna go? It stinks, you know. I lived here so long. It's like, now I gotta get rid of this stuff, but I'm not getting rid of things I like. I'm getting a little, like, renting a storage unit temporarily for now until I can figure it out. I've gotten through, like I said, I've donated tons of boxes of stuff, so I'm really happy with that. Because like some of it, like I've tried doing yard sales with, and just it doesn't want to go. So if it, I don't want to throw it out. I don't believe in being wasteful. So I've tried giving things to people at work, and when if anybody at work doesn't want anything, like anything that's left over, I'll bring it to them. Like, hey, you guys want any of this? If they don't want anything, I take those things and then I donate them to either charities like Salvation Army or churches. It all depends. I've donated blankets to some vet offices and shelters. That's actually a really good question. As far as clothing, my mood changes as my it's complicated because like I love many different styles. I love pinup. I love gothic. I love a part of me still loves some of the early 2000 like spacey themed stuff. I love pretty much any decade, like 80s, 70s, 60s. I love all that stuff. So it really depends on my mood. I do have a lot of the things that I'm drawn to are definitely more of a city feel. Probably because I do love cities like Boston and New York. It's definitely, um, I love European fashion. Like it depends on my mood. So, but I like to think I like a classy look. I believe that you don't need to show a lot of skin to be sexy, and I think that that's a art that's been lost over the years. I think a lot of girls think to be sexy, they need to wear the super short skirt and have their chest hanging out, and literally wear pretty much like a band-aid um, to be sexy, and that's not necessarily the case. Um, so I do like being unique. I don't want anybody, and trust me, where I live, nobody wears what I wear, except for my mom. There's been times where her and I have ordered the same outfit off of the same website. I'm like, Ma, you and I got to talk before we do this. Because her and I have very similar styles. I guess I would describe it as there's definitely urban city fashion, definitely a New York City influence. There's definitely European influence because my mom's family, my mom's side is from Germany. Oh, thank you. I definitely love that look too. Um, it's definitely it's hard to describe, and like my mom is very like with her look, it's very much very city European looking, which I do have. I've gotten that from her. I'm pretty sure she tried to steal this top from me once before. Um, Definitely something she would wear as well. And but I also love gothic looks where she will not venture. Maybe she's starting to get into it a little bit. Where I love the very gothic looking outfits. I love the 50s pinup with the big skirts. She really won't venture too far off into different decades. She pretty much stays pretty much straightforward. She pretty much wears only black. Borderline gothic, I guess, in that sense. But, she likes wearing jeans with the sparkly shoes like I do. I think she learned that from me. Pretty sure she got that from me because she didn't do that growing up. Because I was like, why am I going to wear, like, when I got my prom shoes when I was in prom, I was like, well, why just wear them for prom? That's kind of a waste of a shoe. So I would wear them with jeans. She's like, oh, that's a cute idea. And more girls should do it. I'm telling you guys, girls, if you're watching, don't say those sparkly shoes for twice a year. Come on now. I definitely have added a more modern edge. Probably because of the website that I like to order from, there seems to be a lot more modernness to it. I do like classic looks too. They are harder to find, although there are a few vintage shops I've recently discovered that I'm interested in. I just haven't ordered from them because I don't know how their sizing works. But yeah, I would say I do have a little bit more of a modern. I guess my style has changed a little bit over time. But that does happen with people sometimes. But I do still like playing with different genres and stuff like that. I do like venturing into different categories. I wish I could have like an endless closet. That would be so much fun for me. Uh, and it's hard. I do love, like, now that I'm getting rid of a lot of my leather coats, because a lot of them are dated, very dated, and I don't necessarily mean that in a good sense, but I love a leather jacket. There's something about an actual leather jacket, the smell, the feel, it's just amazing. And around fall, although we're getting more into winter, it's snowing today. It came late. It snowed at my place today. I'm not happy. More of a dusting, but still, don't like it. Um, but a leather coat for the fall is just beautiful. You can't go wrong with a nice, especially if you get a nice classic black. It goes with everything. Although I've been wearing a white one, I know I don't think the white after Labor Day rule really works anymore. I mean, I followed it for the longest time, but when are you gonna wear this white leather coat? I don't want to wait till spring to wear it. So sometimes I do break the rules, but I feel like that's a very, very old fashioned rule. But I understand. Well, I don't know. I get it. For fall, it's like one of those colors that you probably shouldn't be wearing. But I love oxblood's one of my favorite colors for fall. But yeah, I want to do maybe a video about like classic pieces or pieces that somebody should have in their wardrobe. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I wanted to do a series because I have a thing for dresses. You guys know. I wanted to do a collection of my dresses. Oh, that's a really good question, actually. My content, it varies on my mood and on the day. When I originally started this channel, if you look at the very first video, I'm pretty sure it's a candle video, and my earliest videos, you don't even see my face. I'm just pointing the camera, whatever I'm looking at. So I started the channel originally as a means of coping with the loss of my grandfather, which I've told you guys numerous times. This isn't new. So I'm sorry if you're sick of me talking about that. But it was originally a way of getting my mind off of my grief because there was a lot of stuff going on at that time. I thought then that I was going to end up homeless. There was so much going on. It was really bad, and there was times at that point where I didn't know if I was going to be able to feed myself the next day. I was out of work because of a very bad back injury. Joe had gotten laid off from his job, so we were not in a good spot at that point in our lives. So, originally it was just to get my mind off of things, and I did a lot of collections because I really didn't know where to go with my channel, and I started doing like toys, and I loved doing that. And then I realized watching other girls on YouTube, because I love fashion, I always have, even as a child, that the fashion world, as far as girls, at least in my age group, didn't really know how to put together outfits for offices or to put together a polished look for those types of, like, not necessarily if you work in an office, but like a professional look. They didn't wear pantyhose, which I've literally worn pantyhose since I was a child. I had like little tights on as a child when I was like 2 years old. So for me, it's like been a part of my life. It doesn't feel natural to not have them on. I mean, sometimes certain outfits, I get it. Like wearing flip flops and stuff, I get it. But I noticed that girls were very laxed in how they dressed. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know, having your down day, wearing your sweats or whatever you want to wear. But even in the offices that I worked in, very relaxed. And I didn't necessarily agree with that. So I started doing fashion videos, and I didn't expect it to become as popular as they did. It was really cool to meet people that felt the same way about fashion as I do, that appreciate pantyhose and hosiery, and want to see that make a comeback into the fashion world. Because even if you watch these runway models, they are not wearing hosiery normally. And it would be really cool to see that make a comeback, to see we've gotten very lazy with fashion. We've gotten very lazy with appearances in general. And that may just be America. I don't know if this is really the case in Europe. I do think they care a little bit more in Europe from what I've seen. I like following European YouTubers and stuff like that as far as fashion goes. I think they take that step up a little bit more. But I think as far, at least in America, talking from that standpoint, it's very relaxed and almost too relaxed for certain occasions. So I thought, well, I wanted to kind of like fill that void because I feel like that wasn't really being seen that much on here. So that's where that came from. But really, the channel's a mix of a lot of different things. It just depends on my mood that day. Like if I'm feeling an outfit or I have an outfit that I think you guys would really enjoy, I'll film that. Or I just had a fun shopping spree. Let's show them because I'm excited. I like doing the empty item videos, which I feel like is an outdated video on YouTube now. I don't really think a lot of people do it, but I love doing that. I love watching those. Oh, thank you. Um, I love the videos of like the empty items because you get an idea of what these people are using and what they're loving and what they're not loving. I want to do more of like the monthly favorites. I'm always bad at that, and I feel like every YouTuber is bad at doing those. And I feel like they're antique style videos now. Like that's like people used to do on YouTube. But I love watching them. So I love them. I still do them. My vintage toys, it's something that I love. It's been a passion of mine for years. And, you know, if I'm in the mood to do that, that's what I do. So the channel and my content is all over the place, and I know that. And it's always going to be because that's kind of how my personality is. Oh, you worked in a corporate environment too. So you know exactly where I'm coming from as far as female fashion in the workplace. That's pretty much where my inspiration for the outfits originally came from, was to show my idea of what a professional outfit should look like. Um, but yeah, so it's out there, guys. I'm trying to like, and it's cool when I hear like people will message me and like my girlfriend has watched your videos and has started wearing hosiery more for work and stuff like that, or for different occasions because she likes how it looks. And I really want to get girls to do that more, or you know, girls, guys, whoever, because it really is. In my opinion, it does make the look more polished. Even shoes, I can't even tell you. Um, I'm not wearing any now because we did the sock try on, and I'm covered in hives. But I just put on a pair of leggings, and I actually wore this to work today, which I always like iffy on with this particular sweater because I think it adds a little too much sex appeal for an office. But I'll normally wear it with a blazer and cover this up a little bit just because it's got a lot of sex appeal. So I'm always like, I love it. Oh, hello, Australia! Wow, that's a place I've always wanted to visit too. The plane ride from America to there would be insane, but it's definitely been on my to-do list. And I did try Vegemite. That was interesting. Very interesting. It's supposed to be good for you. That's a good question. I like to live by the rule of I'd rather be overdressed than underdressed. I had to do something this past weekend. That's the other reason why I didn't come on here. I had a, a pretty big meeting that I had to take care of. So I didn't necessarily know how to dress because there's going to be other people there from different places. And I wasn't sure really how to dress for this particular occasion. So I was like, you know what? I'd rather be overdressed than underdressed. Because if you're overdressed, you're like, oh wow, she looks very nice. She looks very prestigious. You know, like you'll get compliments. But if you're underdressed, oh, you won't know about it. So I definitely prefer to be overdressed. Where where I in the building that I work in, it's supposed to be corporate casual, but corporate casual can mean different things to different people. You know, and even the shoes I find can be a little lax, and I don't like. I saw one girl come in with like moccasins. No, no, not in that kind of environment. Um, I for me the rule is you're better to go overdressed than underdressed. So I tend to, even in my office, I tend to overdress a lot, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm comfortable in my clothes, so it's not like I feel like, oh man, this is itchy or something like that, you know. But that's how I feel because I feel like it's very easy to once you start like getting a little too. What's what I'm looking for? I don't want to say laid back. Maybe that's the word I'm looking for here. If you're too relaxed, it can slide really quickly. Yes. And I feel like in today's world, we're expected, like, the etiquette has changed so much over the years. Like, I love the times of the 1940s because the way men dressed was very sharp and very well put together. Same with the ladies. Like, very well put together, well thought out. And classic, very classic styles. Like, you could take something, most things from the 40s. Now, there are some things that are very dated from the 40s. But that time frame, even in the 50s, a lot of those pieces you could still work today and would still work pretty well. Um, but yeah, shoes are definitely a tough thing. Oh wow, is that time already? Oof, we've been on for a while. But shoes are definitely very tough, and I go through a lot of shoes at work because once they start to wear out, I don't want my shoes to be worn out because I've worked through many different companies and I've noticed like the higher ups, their favorite thing to look at are your shoes. I've always noticed um, the last company I worked for, the district manager, she would always look at your shoes. I remember her saying to me that that was a telling point on somebody if they were really serious or not as far as where they wanted to be with the company. And I think she meant that because like that's something that's easy to forget. Like, oh, this is just my work shoe, and then you let them get lazy or they start falling apart and there's holes in them. You know what I'm saying? So it's and like you said, accessorizing, especially for men in an office space, can be difficult. If you're doing a corporate casual for a man, you don't necessarily need cufflinks. Um, a nice watch would be very nice. It's very. I agree with you. A lot of guys do have trouble with that, um, but I've also noticed that with a lot of females as well. It's it's a tightrope game. You gotta know, and it's. I feel like in today's world, it's definitely. I don't know where this happened, where it's gotten to the point like you think like that's not. I don't know, maybe it's the way I was raised. I was raised very old school, so how you hold yourself, like you take care of yourself more. I mean, okay, my hair today is a schlep. It is a mess. Get it, but how you hold yourself and like how you put yourself out in the world, like that's a reflection. So you don't want to reflect this that you're a slob or that you're sloppy. You know what I'm saying? You definitely want to put out there that you're well put together. You're going places. You deserve this promotion. Well, thank you. But that's what I think. Your clothes do say a lot about you, especially when you work in those kinds of environments. And I think some people don't realize that. Like people, even on the street, people do it every day. Everybody does it. People are judging you by how you look. So, um, it doesn't take much extra to put a few, put a little more time in your look. Take a few extra minutes. It doesn't take that much time or effort. And I really hope we can get back to that way of thinking as far as fashion goes. Because even like, I'm not really liking the whole like activewear thing or the sweatpants thing. Like, so you shouldn't be wearing sweatpants in public unless you're at the gym. Like, people wear it just to be fashionable. It's like wearing a little like bra and matching yoga pants just to go out shopping for food doesn't make sense to me. I don't just do that at the gym, to be honest with you. I wear a pair of like I like my yoga pants. Don't get me wrong. My yoga pants, a sweatshirt, typically an oversized sweatshirt because I want to sweat, so I want to like keep the heat in. I don't get how people do it with just like a little bra. But I don't know. I don't have to constantly wear a bra at my gym. No, you don't need to be looking at these rolls. No, don't eat it. Mm-mm. That's just my personal preference at the gym. I like to wear extra layers to sweat more. That's just me. Anyway, guys, this has been a lot of fun, but I do need to jump into the shower and get myself ready for the night. But I really, really did enjoy doing this with you guys. It was a lot of fun, and it was well overdue. So I do want to do this again soon. I would love to do this in another week. Don't hold me to that, guys, but I definitely want to do this again because I really love doing it. What is next week? What do I got going on next week? I feel like something's going on next week. I don't know. Anyway, I'll look at my schedule. We'll definitely do it. Something. But thank you guys for watching. This was so much fun. I hope you enjoyed this video. And again, thank you for all your love, your support, your patience. It's been a heck of a year, guys, but you guys have made it absolutely amazing. But I will talk to you soon. I will keep you posted. I know I have been I've been struggling with keeping up with the Twitter and all that stuff, guys. I'm sorry, but I'm going to try to post more regularly on there. Let you guys know when the videos are coming and this and that, and do some more promotional stuff. Like I said, let me know your guys' thoughts on the shoes, because I do have a few pairs that I plan on getting rid of, and I may list them on eBay. So let me know your thoughts, or on Instagram, because I am thinking about doing a second Instagram for the shoes and the jewelry. Let me know. And I love you guys. I'll talk to you all soon. This has been a lot of fun, going back and forth talking and questions and stuff. I really enjoy that. I love it when we do this question and answer thing live. It's fun. Anyway, guys, see you soon. Have a good night, guys.